What's up, guys? I'm Nick, and this is Build Dad Build, a place where we believe if it sucks,
it rocks.
In my latest carving video, I introduced you to the Oneida Benchtop Dust Collector. I was going to go over it in more detail in that video, but I was so impressed by it, I figured it could use its own video. Because if you're power carving, you need something like this in your shop. The only two things that work when you're power carving are either a dust collection system like this or a downdraft table or a combination of both. I don't have a downdraft table, so whenever I carve anything, I'm just sitting in a
pile of sawdust.
So Oneida was cool enough to send this out for me to review. So come on with me. Come on over here, and we'll go over it, and then we'll turn it on and see how it works. Take a look at the unit. As you can see, it's been used. Its tires have been kicked. You got a little bit of hood. Hey, hood! That runs around over here. And if you come around over on the side, you've got your power on and off. You've got a speed control. We'll turn that down for a minute. This is the latch that pops the whole thing open so you can get in there to the guts of it. We've got an auxiliary 110 that goes up to 10 amps so you can plug a small device in here, and then you got the power cord. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You turn it on.
And it sucks.
But one, I'm surprised at how quiet it is. It's not very loud. Now this is on the low setting, gets louder. But still, I'm pretty sure you can still hear me talking. I mean, it's not that loud. I would expect it to be a lot louder. Okay, and I can't remember what the micron it goes up to, but this will catch like that kind of super fine dust, that's the stuff that you really don't want in your shop, because that's the stuff that like you inhale and you don't know, and it just like even after you get done carving, you take your mask off, it's still kind of floating around in the air. So of course we want to get the sawdust, but really what we're more concerned about is that little tiny particle stuff. So the fact that it captures that makes it awesome already, right? So this is way beyond the old box fan with the filter strap to it, right? But of course we still want something
that sucks.
But we still want something that's strong enough that it's going to pick up that larger stuff too, because that way it's just going to make the shop a little bit less of a biz niche, I think I pronounced that correctly, to clean up. Pardon my makeshift carving station right now. As you can see, the shop is in a bit of disarray right now. This is not where I normally carve, so
we're getting janky.
As you can see, I have this very expensive piece of pine that we're gonna carve into. One, because pine makes a lot of sawdust and it's pretty easy to see, and two,
lumber's expensive.
Start off with my dremel and just a carbide burr. And then after that, we'll go with the old mace of spades. It's a Kutzall burr. And let's check it out and see what happens. That's on low. Let's turn it up. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn it off for comparison. I'm gonna vacuum the sawdust that is up there, and then we'll run it again. I mean, look at that. That's like night and day. The funny thing is, when I had it run the first time, I forgot to put my mask on, and normally as soon as I start carving, it reminds me to put my mask on, because you immediately start getting the smell of the wood and stuff like that. Well, I forgot because it was sucking so much up. As soon as I started the second pass, I'm like, oh crap, I'm not wearing a mask. So that's all great for a Dremel, but what about Mace of Base's older, bigger brother? Okay, that's impressive. But I feel like it's time to bring out the big guns. All right, let's see how she does against ArborTech Turbo Plane. All right, so we got chipped. We got some chips on us. You can see that. But it's not bad. Normally carving like that, I would just be covered that quickly because that thing just spits out chips. And you have to remember that the ArborTech turbo plane is meant to make chips, so it doesn't make as much sawdust. So I have an idea. Ah! Okay, so this is Mace of Base's older brother's older brother. Look at that bad boy. Okay, I know it may be sacrilege to run a Kutzall disc in an ArborTech device, but
It's happening.
so placement comes into play there. It was kicking a lot of sawdust out the back. As I moved the unit around the piece a little bit, it started picking up a lot more of that sawdust. So keep in mind the direction
Of the flow.
So I could go at this piece of wood with a litany of other dastardly devices that I own. But I think we want to check out how this thing works when we sand, because that will make this so much more versatile. Little lady grit. That didn't go on right, did it? Damn it. My masterpiece. I gotta say though, this thing's awesome. Okay, so full disclosure, Oneida sent this out to me to review, free of charge. They did not pay me to review it, and originally I was gonna just have it as part of another video, but I was so impressed with it that I decided to do its own video. I only say that because I really do think
That this is the bee's knees.
so. Cheers to Oneida. All right guys, I'll put a link to this unit down in the description so you can check the specs and all that good stuff. But 5 stars, 100% recommend, will use again. All right guys, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, man. It does me a whole lot of good and doesn't really cost you anything. Any comments on this unit, let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, thanks for playing. And now I gotta get to work. Cheers. Okay, so that's all good for the Dremel, but what about Mace of Base's older brother? What's beeping? Are you beeping?